Okay, there is a terrible amount of bad ads on this right now, so I am probably gonna have to blur this just for my own comfortability, because there's some weird things going on here. Um, but it's 8 p.m. Randomly decided to record this. Well, not randomly, because I've been wanting to film this for a while, but I decided to record this. So I honestly don't know if I'm gonna end up uploading this. You'll know if you're watching this right now. But this is my first unscripted video, even though I only have 2 videos up so far. So I have no idea. Okay. See, this is why I don't not script my videos. I don't know how this is gonna go, but I've been wanting to do this for a while. Like I said, tier ranking all of my favorite Car Seat Headrest songs, because, well, I have some deep lore with this band, guys, because let's say 4 years ago I found them, and I used to only listen to Fill in the Blank and nothing else. Well, that's the thing. I thought I only listened to Fill in the Blank, but then I went to go look back at my songs and saw that I had Bodies and Nervous Young and Humans and Sober to Death all liked for some reason, when I was also listening to Fill in the Blank, but I just never listened to those again and only kept listening to Fill in the Blank. And then recently, at the start of this year, I got into Glass Beach's music, and they did a cover of Beach Life and Death. So when I went to go look it up, it was like, oh, this is a cover of a Car Seat Headrest song. So I said, well, obviously I have to listen to the original. And then I kept listening to both versions of Beach Life and Death. So I said, well, I might as well just listen to their whole discography. And that was 6 months ago, and I've just been listening to only them for the past 6 months. Everyone in my life is sick and tired of hearing about this band at this point, because they know everything that I know because I talk about it so much. So I thought it'd just be fun to, like I said, just tier rank my favorite songs. I would do tier ranking every Car Seat Headrest song, but that's never gonna happen. So I've just kept it to my favorite songs, because also I haven't listened to every single song that Will Toledo has ever released. So that just it wouldn't work, because it would take far too long for me to listen to his entire discography. I also don't know how this audio is going to be sounding, because for every other video I've recorded on my phone, and I'm recording connected to a laptop. So I tested it, and it sounds a bit echoey to me. But let's hope it doesn't sound too unbearable to listen to. So that's enough of me talking for 4 minutes already. Let's start with this tier ranking. First song is Bodies, and I realized I only put if it was Face to Face or Mirror to Mirror on 2 of them, but I'm going to be using, for Twin Fantasy, I'm going to be using all of the Mirror to Mirror versions, unless, with Nervous Young and Humans, I said Mirror to Mirror and Face to Face. So, Bodies, Mirror to Mirror. This is, Car Seat Headrest's most streamed song, so, and, for good reason, because it's, really good. Literally, I went through, the first month of listening to their music. Bodies was just my most streamed song, because of, is it the chorus yet? No. It's just the building of the verse. So when the chorus does come, it'll be more rewarding. I don't know, I just love that, fourth wall break there. I really do. And also, I spent, a good 2 weeks just going around my house saying, I'm on a need-to-know basis. I'm on a need-to-know basis, because that part of the song was stuck in my head forever. And I got my art teacher last year to play this song in class. I love this song so much, guys. I just don't know where to place it. Okay, I'm back because I realized I didn't put titles on the tiers. This is why I don't not script my videos again. I made I've had this video that I've wanted to make this video for a long time, so I made titles of tiers ahead of time, but I just didn't put them in. So I think this deserves to go in obvious bangers, because it's one of their most popular songs for a reason. It's really amazing. So second song, Sober to Death, again, Face to Face. I feel like I don't like this song as much as I should, because I feel like people who are who don't listen to Car Seat Headrest, but they're like, oh yeah, that furry band. The only song they know is Sober to Death. Because this song is just like on the general side of TikTok. I've liked so many TikToks that are like, guys, I wish people on TikTok knew that Car Seat Headrest had so many better songs than Sober to Death, and they're not just like some silly furry band. Like, they actually have amazing music. So I feel like this is kind of like a more approachable song. Actually, how long is this? How long is this song? 5 minutes. Yeah, that's like not too long of a long song. So this is like in the same category as Bodies, but like more like socially known and socially acceptable. But I feel like I don't listen to it that much. Like, when it comes on, I usually skip it. So, I don't know. I feel like, I'll put it in 10 out of 10 because it is an amazing song. Like, I love it for what it is, but I just don't listen to it that much. Next, we have Nervous Young and Humans, Face to Face. I put Face to Face and Mirror to Mirror because I listened to Face to Face first, and then like 4 weeks later, I listened to Mirror to Mirror. I ended up having like this big internal fight with myself of like, are there any songs on Mirror to Mirror that I like more than Face to Face? But Nervous Young and Humans, probably, this might be a stretch. It is a stretch, actually, but Nervous Young and Humans is probably my favorite Car Seat Headrest song, and it very much upsets me that not a lot of people talk about it, because I feel like it's acknowledged, its existence is acknowledged, but I never hear people speak of this. Like, I love it so much, especially the monologue. I literally accidentally, completely by accident, memorized the entire monologue just because I listened to it so much. Like, since I started listening to this band often, there has not been a single day of my life where my Spotify, like, top most listened to doesn't include this song, because it never goes away. Like, it's amazing. This song, I'd say above Bodies. Hello? Okay, above Bodies and Obvious Bangers. And then Nervous Young and Humans, Mirror to Mirror. That's the thing, is I think I actually like Mirror to Mirror more than I like Face to Face. I say after I went on for a minute about how much I love Face to Face. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I said, I love the monologue in Face to Face, but the monologue in Mirror to Mirror just really, like, it's more like, it ties in the theme more of the entire album, because it's about like a breakup and an ex relationship with the whole like galvanistic thing. Like, I really love it. So I think this is gonna go, okay, if this would work properly, this is gonna go above Mirror to Mirror. I think am I doing this right? I don't know. Guys, I've never done a tier list. I think that's above? I'm gonna say that's above. Okay. Cute thing. Again, Face to Face. This song, grooviest song to ever exist, bro. I love it so much. Again, I feel like it's streamed. Like, it's one of their most streamed songs. Don't hear anyone talk about it. Like, it's such a banger. The instrumentals are so satisfying to me. Same thing with like Nervous Young and Humans. The instrumentals itself are so satisfying. The lyrics are great. I love it so much. Also, it's also never left my most listened to on Spotify. So this is going in Obvious Bangers. Above Bodies. Next, Twin Fantasy, Those Boys. Again, this is one of the songs that I'm like, I feel like I should like it more. I wrote a whole poem inspired by this song. I say that like I wrote a fucking 3-page Shakespearean essay. No, I wrote like a 1-paragraph poem on this, or like inspired by this song. So I really like it. It just like, I don't know, it got me through a lot of hard times, which is why I wrote the poem about it. I think I'll put it beside Sober to Death, because it's the same thing that like, it's a good song, but I don't listen to it that much. And Beach Life and Death will go above every other song in A tier, or S tier, sorry. No notes. Moving on. Okay, the ending of Dramamine. See, I have beef with this song. Well, not with this song, but with the haters of the song, because when I say that, I talk about my brothers. Like I said, how I've talked to Car Seat Headrest. I have not met Will Toledo. What am I saying? I've talked about Car Seat Headrest to everyone in my entire fucking life, including my brothers. When I told them, I'm like, yeah, I've been listening to the ending of Dramamine a lot. It's a 15-minute song that has a 5-minute drum intro, and the drum intro guess what? It's the same drum progression for 5 minutes. It's so good, guys. Because then all 3 of them obviously were like, no way, that's just the boringest song ever. And so to try and prove them wrong, I played it for them on our TV on Spotify. And they got so bored, they're like, oh my god, how do you listen to this? But no, I could talk about the song for hours, bro. Like, it's actually so majestic. I literally, every time I listen to it, it feels like I'm like it feels like I'm having such like an experience. Like, it feels like I've just gone through an entire journey. Maybe because it's 15 minutes long. But that's not what I mean. I mean like it feels so, like, especially the repetition of the drums that go through the entire song, because like the first 5 minutes is the drum progression, and then it stays playing in the background for the whole song, and then I don't know if it's the chorus, but it's the part that's like, and in the sky there is a place where it's warm. Like, it gets super loud and just keeps progressing and progressing, and then it gets quiet, and the only thing you can hear again is the drum progression, and then it fades out to the end of the song, and the thanks for fucking with my head, come again soon lyric is reversed. Like, it's just the outro of the song. And I love that so much because, I don't know, I just love that, like, the song starts with the drums and it ends with the drums. I love it so much. So I think I'll put it 10 out of 10 no notes, because I wouldn't defend this song with my life, but it is really, really amazing. Beast Monster thing. This again is the thing that, like, I see fans of this song, but where are the fans of this song? Because why is nobody ever talking about this song? It's so amazing, bro. I dream to go to a Car Seat Headrest concert just so I can sing, don't get mad at the system, you can't change the system. Like, I love the lyrics so much. And also, I wanted to include this in my freaking Alien Stage video essay, but it didn't make the cut because it's so long. Why did I just turn southern? I literally made an Alien Stage edit to this song because literally, don't get mad at the system. Like, don't get mad at the aliens running Alien Stage. Get mad at your lover the way Mizzy and Sua got angry at each other. Like, fucking, I can't, bro. This song is so beautiful. It has to go in obvious bangers. I think beside Cute Thing. Kimochiyaru, I think that's how you pronounce it. Excuse me if I'm wrong. I honestly haven't looked up the pronunciation of this and just have been saying it confidently like that my entire life. So I'll correct myself, I guess, if I pronounce it wrong.
Kimochi warui. Kimochi warui.
I never listened to this song before. I used to, like, it would come on my shuffle and I'd just skip it within the first second of hearing it, just because, I don't know, I listened to it once, the one time I was, like, going through Car Seat Headrest's entire discography, and then I never listened to it again. I just skipped it, and then randomly this July, I just started listening to it, and then it became like, can I speak English? I don't think I can do a video without a script, guys. I don't think it's gonna happen. I randomly started listening to it all of the time, and then it became my most listened to song. Because, what do you mean I've been skipping out on this, bro? This song is amazing. I think this is gonna go right beside Beast Monster Thing, because I'll always love Beast Monster Thing. Maybe because I've listened to it more. Like, I've been listening to it. I really can't articulate myself. I really can't. I've been listening to it more for longer than Kimochiyaru, so maybe that's why. You're in Love With Me, I'm immediately putting it in I like it and that's all that matters, because I've seen people, like, when they rate this album, they, like, put this low, just because it is kind of repetitive. That's my only thing. That I get that it is repetitive, but also the ending of Dramamine exists, and we all love that song, so what's the problem with this? I have no clue. It's going in I like it, and that's all that matters. Now we're getting into Making a Door Less Open, and my problem with this is, why is this album so hated on? Like, I never see anyone hate on any other album, actually. This is the only album I've seen hate for. But we're starting with Can't Cool Me Down. This is going in almost Unexplicable, because I would put it in I like it and that's all that matters, since this album is so hated on, but I am actually working on another Car Seat Headrest related video. And when I went to go, I was researching Madlow. On the Wikipedia page for it, it mentioned how in the making of Can't Cool Me Down, Will's goal was literally to just put a bunch of instruments together that he thought could never mix. So technically, this song is like conventionally unattractive in the sense of music, because there's like my favorite part of the song just has a bunch going on, honestly. Why am I rapping? I have no idea. There's a lot going on. So now I can kind of see what he was doing with, like, he wanted to just make it as unconventionally attractive as possible, to like test out instruments, but I love it so much. Literally, I was explaining to one of my brothers, like, how do you think of this? Like, the part, because my favorite part of the song is the bridge. Vivid visuals. It's been so long since I heard your voice and felt your feeling for me. Like, that whole part, I love it so much because of the, like, I don't know what the word would be for this, like, stylistic choice I get? What am I getting? What the fuck am I getting? Where it goes like, no, don't, Daniel, you think you see the light, but it's just like the layering of the vocals, I guess. Like, it goes back and forth, but it's literally just Will singing. Like, I love it so much, because I'm really like, how would you even think of producing a song like that? Because then I was talking to my brother about it, and he's like, that's what producers are for. But still, like, bro, it's so satisfying to me. I love it so much. Deadline's Hostile is going in, I like it, and that's all that matters. Because, I don't know, there's not really any further thought to that. I don't really listen to it, but I like the song. So, Hollywood is going in, I like it, and that's all that matters, above all of the other songs. Because I've even seen fans of Madlow saying that they hate Hollywood. Hello? This song is amazing. Like, I don't know, maybe it's because it's a lot more, like, punk rock than their other songs. But I love it so much. Because, oh my god, it literally does the same thing with not Deadline's Hostile, with Can't Cool Me Down, where Hollywood it goes like, hop inside, come see my movie, hop inside, come see my movie, hop inside, come see my movie, catch a ride, it's kind of groovy. We're going back and forth, but it's the same person singing. I love it so much. I could talk about the song forever, but I'm gonna move on. Is this dust really from the Titanic? Again, I don't understand why people rate this song so low when they talk about how to leave town. Because to me, it's like so special to me. Like, it's like artist commentary. That's the whole song. Maybe because, like, from like a critique perspective, it's not that great, but I love it a lot. So it's gonna stay that way. Okay. Fill in the blank. Have I said this? I think I did. This is the first Car Seat Headrest song I listened to ever. And I immediately loved it. So I think, because, well, this is special to me, but I would like to not have bias. So I think I'm going to put it in 10 out of 10 no notes, because objectively, amazing song. I would put it in obvious bangers, but actually, I think I'm gonna put it in obvious bangers, because I haven't met a Car Seat Headrest fan that doesn't like fill in the blank. So that's going there. Cosmic Hero. See, I'm puzzled by this, because I don't know. I like Cosmic Hero, but I don't listen to it often, like I said. But I don't want to put it in I like it and that's all that matters, because I've seen like diehard Cosmic Hero fans. So I think this is gonna be the first D-tier entry. I think I'm going to put this in Hasn't Grown on Me Yet. Just because, like I said, I listen to it rarely. So I wouldn't really count it as anything special to me. But I could end up liking it more in the future. And then We Can't Afford Your Depression Anymore. See, this song, like, I spent like a good, I want to say like 2 weeks or 2.5 weeks going through Car Seat Headrest's entire discography, because Will Toledo has so many fucking albums. It took me, like I said, like 2.5 weeks, because Nervous Young Men is a 2-hour album, so I was dreading listening to it, because I'm like, when am I going to have 2 hours to myself to dissect every single song? Because when I listen to albums, I can't listen to new music passively. I have to listen to it with my full attention on it and with the lyrics, because if you can't tell, I love music an ungodly amount, so I need to be able to analyze stuff and understand stuff on the first listen as much as I can. And literally, as soon as the song started, I didn't even have to like read the lyrics, or no, because I was reading it with the lyrics though, that every time the next sentence started, I was shocked. I was more shocked than the previous sentence, because every lyric of the song, what? Bro, you're telling me, literally, I vividly remember I was really bored in a class, and so I just looked up Will Toledo, and one of the suggested searches is like, is Will Toledo mentally ill or like depressed or something? And it was a quote directly from like a Wikipedia page that was like, despite all of his discography being about pain and despair, Will Toledo doesn't consider himself a depressed person. Because what the fuck is this song, bro? This is the saddest song ever. I think this has to go in 10 out of 10 because I don't know. I was gonna say I might have put it in I like it and that's all that matters, but I don't know. I haven't seen people talk about this song, so it's not like I've seen haters of it. But yeah, that's where that's gonna go. Afterglow. I listen to this more than We Can't Afford Your Depression anymore. Probably because I can barely listen to that song because it's so sad. I don't know. See, now I'm conflicted because I like Afterglow, but I don't like it enough to put it above anything else. So I think this is also gonna go in It Hasn't Grown on Me Yet, but it's gonna go above Cosmic Hero because I don't listen to it. Actually, because I don't know. I listen to it often, but I feel like I don't appreciate it where I'm like, I love this song so much. So yeah, I think I'm gonna put that there. Unforgiven Girl. I love this song, and I don't understand why haters of this song exist because I've seen people say they hate Unforgiven Girl, and I really thought, like, I don't know, like I said, the only album I've ever seen that's been hated on is Madlow, so I wasn't like, I was shocked when I saw someone be like, guys, Unforgiven Girl is terrible. I think the person who said it was really repetitive. 1937 State Park, I think this has to go in Obvious Bangers, and I think I'm going to put it above Fill in the Blank, because, oh my god, I didn't want you to hear that shake in my voice, my pain is my own. Hello? Are we not gonna talk about that? Like, I see nobody talk about the song. What the heck, bro? It slaps every time. I love it so much. Joe Gets Kicked Out of School. I would have written the rest of the title, but I didn't want it to fit so that you can see the album cover. So Joe gets kicked out of school for using drugs with friends, but says this isn't a problem. I'm saying the full title because I realized there's a song on the album called Joe Go. Guys, I don't know my own facts of my own band. There's a track on this album called Joe Goes to School, so that's not what I'm ranking. I don't know. I vividly remember I went on vacation for a month with my family last summer. Or no, this was after we came back from that vacation. I was walking around my brother's room. I was walking around in his room and I was just singing the lyrics of the song. He just started being like, wow, this is the Will Toledo that's the lyrical genius that you always talk about. Which, like, to be fair, Joe Gets Kicked Out of School isn't a great example of, like, conventionally attractive lyrics. Because I was literally just being like, filled with loathing and religious fervor, I laid on my friend's bedroom floor for an hour and tried not to piss my pants. And he was like, wow, this is Shakespearean level. But no, I really love this song, especially the outro. Oh my god, I listened to, I think it's Commit Yourself Completely, and they have the live version of the song, and I think, honestly, the live version is superior. I just didn't include any of the other versions of songs, like live versions here, but I listened to the live version of Joe Gets Kicked Out of School way more. I'd say that this is, I like it, and that's all that matters, because, like I said, I guess there are some haters of the song. Next up, we have the ballad. I'm never forgiving any of you guys for not talking about the song, because it's by far one of the best songs off Teens of Denial. I hear nothing about it, even though I've seen people be like, guys, I love the ballad so much. Who talks about it? I don't know. I wouldn't know. I never see anyone talking about it. Literally, I listened to this song when I was listening to Teens of Denial for the first time, and I was like, oh my god. And I expected everyone to be glazing it, and it never happened. Because I just realized there's a typo in that title. Really did my favorite song dirty. But this song, I was about to say I liked a pin. Why am I combining Twitter and Pinterest. I saved a pin that was like me when I'm listening to Car Seat Headrest and I have to lock in for the ballad, because this song, I literally like to comment on that pin that was like, you can't just listen to the ballad passively, guys. You have to sit down and absorb this song, because I think it's like 15 minutes, maybe like 11 or 12 minutes of perfection. For so long, I just listened to this song like multiple times a day. Like, how was I supposed to know? How was I supposed to know how to drive a van? How was I supposed to know? Oh my god, that part, perfection, bro. I don't understand why nobody talks about this. I'm gonna put it in I Like It and That's All That Matters, and it's gonna be number 1 above Hollywood, because I fear this song will never beat anything else. Drunk Drivers, Killer Whales. Again, this is like Unforgiven Girl or like Joe Gets Kicked Out of School. That I love this song, but I don't really listen to it. I think I listen to it more than Joe Gets Kicked Out of School though, so that's gonna go there. I have next, I Hate Living. I've been listening to this song a lot recently, but I feel like in my general ranking, this would go 10 out of 10 no notes. I just don't know where, because no, this isn't. Yeah, I think I'd put this here, because this isn't above We Can't Afford Your Depression Anymore. The lyricism in that song, crazy. Happy News for Sadness, I've also been listening to a lot recently. So, god, these are hard to place now. I think this goes, I don't know, guys. I think I'm gonna put this above We Can't Afford Your Depression Anymore. Just because I love the switch between, like, you can never tell the truth, and then there's a pause, and it goes, I like you better when you hated yourself. Like, I love that so much. And the vocal layering that happens after that, like, a few seconds after. So beautiful. Something Soon. I think this is gonna go and Hasn't Grown on Me Yet. Maybe between these two. Because when I first started listening to Car Seat Headrest, I listened to Something Soon just to, like, let it play, to let myself, like, familiarize myself with their entire discography. But I would never be like, oh yeah, this is Something Soon, I'm gonna listen to it, or I'm gonna skip it. So, I don't know. I think that's where I'm gonna put that, just because I never listened to it. It's Only Sex. This has to go in Obvious Banger, because I fear I would actually be scared of anyone who doesn't like It's Only Sex. Like, I don't understand. The other night I cried while thinking of having sex with you, not out of desire or shame, but some subconscious impulse to feel pain. I wipe my tears on my face and neck and the back of my ears and go, now it's sweat, now it's sweat, it's sweat now. Like, what the freak, man? Like, actually such a beautiful song, bro. I really wish this song got more recognition, because there are fans of this song. Nobody speaks of it though. It's like the ballad all over again, man. No Passion. See, this has to go above Happy News for Sadness, just because I listen to it a lot more often. But like I said, I've been listening to Happy News for Sadness more recently. But in general, I just listen to No Passion more. I just love the lyrics so much. I don't know why. Like, I want a man who would hate me for what I am. I want a man who would leave me if I told him my deepest and darkest secrets. Like, I would leave him in a situation where our positions were reversed. Like, that's such, like, a stupid lyric, but I love it so much. It's like my favorite part of the song. Next up, we have The Catastrophe. I immediately, after listening to this song, loved it so much, because I was in the middle of listening to it, and I'm like, I already love this song so much. And then the freaking bridge, is it the sickness or you that's talking? Is it the sickness or you that's talking? And then it goes, can I make it work, or is this kind of dumb? Does it put the ram in the rim and then a ding dong? And I just love that lyric so much. It's so satisfying. And just, I already listened to Decepticon, so that just felt like a direct reference, but then I forgot Decepticon was based off of another song, so this song is based off of the song that Decepticon was based off of. I love this song so much. I think this is an obvious banger. This is like, this feels like in the same realm as Bodies, of like, it feels like a party song. Well, Bodies is literally about being at a party, but The Catastrophe is like, it feels like a song you could play anywhere and people would be like, okay with it. Lady Gaga Approximately. I've been listening to this one a bunch. I don't think I've seen any Lady Gaga Approximately haters, but I haven't seen anyone praising it either. So I think this is gonna go like maybe here, because it is 10 out of 10, but it's not like a type of thing where like it's questionable if I like it. Reality, I don't really listen to this. I've probably listened to this a total of like 5 times in the last 6 months. And I listen to music like every hour of the day. So I feel like that tells you a lot. So I'm gonna also put this in Hasn't Grown on Me. I don't know, I just don't really like it that much. I gave my friend my playlist of Car Seat Headrest song recommendations, and this was actually one of her favorites because she was saying it reminded her a lot of Radiohead, like Radiohead songs. I don't know, I guess I don't listen to Radiohead, I only listen to freaking No Surprises, and that's like their most popular song after Creep. So that's probably why, because I don't really like, well, not why, but like that it's obvious that like there's that disconnect or difference because she listens to Radiohead, I don't listen to Radiohead. Souls, this is going. See, I'd love to put this higher, but now we have like Beach Life and Death and Nervous Young and Humans and Cute Thing here because it is on obvious bangers for me. But I don't know where to put it. I don't know, guys. Because I've been appreciating this song a lot more recently. I think it has to go above 1937 State Park. I think I'm gonna put it in between Kimochi and Beast Monster Thing because no way it's going above Beast Monster Thing. And I don't see a lot of people talking about it. Like I see a good amount of Monomania fans, but I don't see a lot of people talking about it. It's not a song that's really that streamed off Monomania. It's probably like Los Barachos and Mode Gone that are usually the most talked about ones because they're the most streamed. But this song is amazing. Overexposed, Enjoy. I think I'm gonna actually put this, if this would work, I'm actually gonna put this right beside Souls because I love these probably equally, but I probably like Souls more. But Overexposed, Enjoy. I actually, now that we're here, Los Barachos. I think, yeah, Beside the Catastrophe is good. Actually, maybe here. Because, again, I feel like it's something I should like more than I actually do. I used to listen to Los Barachos a lot when I started listening to, like, Overexposed. Because every song from Monomania used to be, like, freaking Kimochi Yaru, where I would just skip the song 1 second into it because I just didn't recognize it. But it is no longer. And now I see why everyone likes this song. I actually, looking at the song, the first thing I'm thinking of, like I said, I went on vacation this summer, and I made like a like 24-hour playlist of like all of my favorite albums and like my favorite artist discographies like compiled into one playlist, just so I could have like a master playlist to shuffle like on the plane, because I listen to music while I sleep. I can't sleep in silence. In the middle of like me waking up in the middle of the night in like the time zone that we were in, Plane Crash Blues starts playing, and I just say, well, this is the perfect time for this. I'm gonna put this though in It Hasn't Grown on Me Yet because I don't listen to it often. Like I said, On the Plane is probably the like last time that I listened to this song fully, so that tells you a lot. That was in the start of July. Dreams Fall Hard, crazy song, crazy song. I think this is gonna go. Actually, this can go right beside We Can't Afford Your Depression Anymore. Because, oh my god, last night I dreamed I had to tell my parents about us, and when I woke up I was crying. Hello? What? Huh? Like, oh my god. And also the fact that nobody talks about the song either. Because, oh my god, I have this on my playlist for my book that I'm writing, because it reminds me so much of two of my characters who like each other, because they both have internalized homophobia so badly. Oh my god, bro. I can't do it. I don't understand why nobody talks about the song. It's so good. And Sunburned Shirts, I think this is also going in Hasn't Grown on Me Yet, just because I don't listen to it that often. Like, I listen to it as, like, often as Something Soon. I think the last time I listened to it, like, the only time I listened to this song is, like, if it comes up on my shuffle and like I'm listening to music while doing something and my hands are full, so I can't skip the song, I'll just let it play and like it won't bother me. I don't know. I think I added the song to my like songs just because I thought it was cool, of the reuse of like, I haven't looked at the song for so long. I really like how Will reuses lyrics. So that's gonna be there. The last one, I think this has to go in I Like It and That's All That Matters, because I see nobody talk about Mad Low influences, and it is 4 songs, but this is the only song that I liked from it. I liked Running Up That Hill, like their cover of Running Up That Hill, but I didn't add it to my like songs. Yeah, because I don't know, since people don't really like Mad Low, it doesn't shock me that people don't like Mad Low influences. Where do I put this though? I don't know. I think this has to go at the end. I rarely listen to this anymore. I used to listen to this a lot earlier this year when it was like super sunny. I don't know, maybe my Car Seat Headrest song of choice correlates with the weather, because Lady Gay Approximately feels like a very rainy song to me, and so does like Happy News for Sadness. And I've been listening to those a lot. I think this is my final ranking. I honestly am shocked I could get through this because I was afraid that I would just end up putting every song on obvious bangers, because to me all these songs are obvious bangers because they're all my favorite songs. It just pisses me off that the ballad is so low, but it's just because of my tier ranking system that technically it's in the middle, but it would be obvious. I say obvious bangers because it's like songs that are like popular within the fan base, not because like they're good to me. So that's why it's in the middle, because I see, like I said, I don't see a lot of the ballad fans. But yeah, this is my final ranking of everything. I'd love to do this with like other artists. I want to do this with Billie Eilish, but ranking every single Billie Eilish song, since she has like a more approachable discography. So you guys can let me know if you'd want to watch that, if you'd be interested, because I'd love to film it, because I've already made a 1-hour video about Billie Eilish. I can always keep talking about her. I was thinking I would want to do this with Glass Beach, but I don't like enough of their songs to feel like I'd be able to make a whole video just tier ranking their songs. So I still could. So again, if you guys would want to see that, I could do that. Again, this is why I script videos, because now I don't know how to end this. I'm just not going to give this an outro. I'm just, here's the end of the video.